Okay, so we're back in the basement, and I have Jennifer with me now because of some really kind, loving, supportive things that my friends have said, and I appreciate every one of those things about seeing my only the errors and that sort of thing. I agree. People are hard on themselves. I'm hard on myself. It doesn't matter what kind of work I do. I'm always going to find the one thing I did wrong. Or the 19 things I did wrong. But in this case, there are a lot of things that we didn't do wrong, and this is where we're frustrated. So we're going to just show you some of the things, again, into the office first. Some of the things that weren't done properly by our now absent forever contractors. The cable modem, I think, is one of the biggest things. We're supposed to have a lead in from the cable into this outlet right here so that we could have a large L-shaped desk here so Jennifer can work from home. That's going to happen here fairly soon for her job. And so I can write again because I don't want to think about how long it's been since I've written. But that was never done. It's looking like having that particular problem solved at this point is going to be about an $800 solution. We are not happy about that. So let's go into the bathroom. And if you hear Jennifer whispering something, she's reminding me, ooh, bright light, reminding me of things I've forgotten. One of the big things that's wrong, the hoses that came with the faucet set that we bought, faucet set that we bought, didn't fit inside the tub. You can see how the liner of the tub and the exterior of the tub are two separate pieces so that the hoses can just disappear. But it was never installed properly. The hoses were never replaced. The other thing that's a problem is the stopper in the sink was never installed properly. It doesn't.
Damaged now.
It's damaged now. Oh, that's awesome. Because of the water leaking, the baseboard is now damaged. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, it's wet. So that's wonderful. And then, of course, great. Here in the shower, nothing was sealed when it was put in. And, of course, no sealant was put up on the ceiling itself to stop water from, rotting everything that was done. So, minor things, I guess. Really disappointed about that baseboard, though. That's a new thing to be sad about.
Because look,
the water's drained out. And I guess it splashed around. Great. Okay. So, moving on. Oh, God, where to begin? Okay. Right here on the side of the wall, there was supposed to be some sort of thermostat installed. And that was to control the temperature of these heaters over here. Never done. Very sad about that. Most of the garbage that they left behind has been cleaned up by my wonderful roommate, Jennifer. These are the baseboards that, were never installed by them. This is leftover laminate. Those are the bookshelves that have to be assembled. Another thing that was a problem, we had some security things here on the door that we wanted removed, and they didn't do that until after the wallboard was up. So this is the repair, and of course they left the things on the doors. The door's still open. Nope, it's not. It's closed. Never mind. Let's see. Anything else in this area, Jen? No. Okay. So when you get over here to the laundry area, we're going to bypass the big one for a minute. This is the utility sink we bought. It's supposed to be installed. Never installed. And then this is the very expensive new electrical panel. We had a 100 amp panel before because it's an older house. And now we have a 200 amp panel, which is pretty much standard of any houses today. As soon as the new panel went in, the breaker that controls the outlet for our refrigerator upstairs continued to blow and pop daily. We have an extension cord leading from our refrigerator to another outlet that can handle the load of the refrigerator. But for some reason, this new panel, this new breaker just couldn't handle it. There's also another breaker that popped a lot, and I put a little piece of blue tape next to that one. The real problem with this, and it's kind of hard to see at this angle, is that one side of the panel has this kind of build out around it, which makes it impossible to put the cover and the box around it. And this side of the panel is flush to the wall. So again, you can see Jennifer is doing something else. Don't go long ways, Jen, because there are people that have to turn their heads. Go that way. Yeah, there we go. And you can see down here at the bottom that this is just kind of mudded in. It was just filled in with mud as it angles down. It's about a good 1.5 inches, 2 inches angle down. So that's pretty terrible. This entire section of wall will have to be torn out and replaced. And then, let's see. Over here in the bedroom, mostly the stuff the problem with the bedroom was just the mess that was left behind. And there was a lot of mess left behind. Buckets and piles of junk. And if you look outside, the garage door that was once part of this was a garage is still lying there. It's been out there for months, and one of the workers really wanted the wood for a building project, and he never took it. Some more of the stuff just left behind. Some wallboard. These are going to be my closet organizers. So there's that. And those are some of the problems that just weren't done. Oh, yes. The heaters. Some have knobs, some don't. Some of the knobs are barely attached. One of the heaters just has a hole. Just has a hole. Is it the one in the bathroom? Oh, yeah. Rather than a knob at all. So, yeah, I'll flip this light on again. Yeah. Just has a hole where that knob should be. So, yeah, there's a lot of wrong here. It's not just my questionable flooring ability. And it's really not questionable. It's just bad. It's also just the work that was done or not done. Anyway, that's a little bit of a whine. Boy, it's like a 9-minute whine. Anyway, that's our story.